because they were also affected wherever they were coming from. So the tourist numbers dropped very significantly. It had started dropping because of the insecurity following the crisis. But as it was beginning to improve, then again they were affected. 3, the remittances from the diaspora, from you people. As you were also affected wherever you lived, you are sending less back home. And you don't know that what you send your mother also contributes to the economy of Kenya. So that our economy is also badly hit. Now, as you know, what happened in Europe here and the United States when the crisis came, they came up with a package, a stimulus package to revive the economy. Obama came up with an $800 billion package in America. But now, Mike Kibaki and Raila Odinga don't have $800 billion to stimulate Kenyan economy. We are spending the money to import food to feed our certain people. But in spite of all that, what we did, we went into the budget and looked at the budget and said, we will slash down this one here. We wanted to spend so much in this project, now reduce it to this much. This one, suspend, we'll deal with next financial year. So in doing all that, we managed to get out internally, out of our own resources, 5 billion shillings. And we used this money to start a project called Kazi Kwa Vijana. Kazi Kwa Vijana is a project that we did, a stimulus project, to put money into the pockets of the youth and women, both in urban and in rural areas. We initiated several infrastructure projects, rural access roads, bush clearing along the roads, desilting of dams, digging of the water ponds and dams, planting of seedlings in the rural areas, in the catchment areas, clearing of drainages in urban areas, garbage collection, cleaning of towns, operating water kiosks in towns. So through that project, we created in phase 1 for 300,000 jobs for the youth in the country. So that instead of the youth coming to say, Tafadhali Chakul, or being given handouts and food, you give them money which they can use to buy food and other things. And that way also, we managed to clean our towns, we managed to plant a lot of trees in our catchment areas, we also managed to construct a number of rural access roads in our rural areas. And that project is now being continued again in this current financial year. So now that are the budget matters. Let me now conclude by telling you. So we have what we call Vision 2030. Vision 2030 is a program that is aimed at transforming Kenyan economy from a struggling third world economy to a middle income economy by the year 2030. 2030 is 21 years from today. If you go backwards, it's 1988 from now. And just look at where you are, because another lady there was speaking on behalf of those who came here in the early 70s. In other words, it's a very short period of time. Somebody will say it is an ambitious program, but we believe it is actually achievable. But for us to achieve what we have set to do in Vision 2030, it means we must be prepared to run You must manage time. You must manage seconds, which will translate to minutes, minutes into hours, hours into days, days into weeks, weeks into months, months into years. It is an ambitious program, but it is based, anchored on the Kenyan dream. The Kenyan dream, which was coined by the founding fathers of the Kenyan nation. And that the Kenyan dream is to be found in our national anthem. And we just sang the first stanza. Lord of all creations, bless this land of ours. Justice be our shield and defender. May we dwell in unity, peace, and liberty. Plenty be found within our borders. If you just think about it, it says everything that the founding fathers wanted. God bless this land of ours. Justice be our shield and defender. That is a democratic society, because justice is the leading light. We dwell in liberty, peace, and unity. In other words, a united society, a united, free, and liberated society, and plenty be found within our borders, a prosperous society. In other words, a developed society, which has mastered the four major enemies of mankind: ignorance, poverty, disease, and bad governance. That is what the founding fathers of Kenya wanted. Where a child born will get equal opportunity from the cradle to the grave to be able to realize his or her natural potential. Get quality education from nursery up to the university. Where when someone is sick, he or she will get quality Medicare, irrespective of their socio-economic background. A society where adults will be able to get employment. A prosperous society. This is what our founding fathers wanted. But then that dream has eluded Kenya from independence up to now. Why? Because of the mediocrity with which Kenya has been run since independence. Kenya has been run by a couple of people who think so much about themselves, so selfish. Discriminate against each other on the basis of tribe. Oh, this one here is a Mkikuyu. This one here, Mkamba. Huyu Masai, Somali, Kare, Omera. What crime has somebody committed by being a Kikuyu or a Mjaluo? You never chose your parents. You Nigeria Mwenyezi Mungu.